Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. In today's video we're going to be creating this fox makeup trend. I keep seeing this all over Instagram at the minute. I'm not sure who was the original creator of this look, but it is kind of like something that has been done for quite a long time. I just feel like I wanted to do my take on this, and I'm super happy with the way it turned out. I feel like this is my new go-to makeup. I feel like a different person. I feel snatched. I'm so feeling myself with this makeup. This is a full face, guys, so I did eyes, skin, brows, all that good stuff. I know you guys like it when I do a full face, so every single product that I've used as well I will list in the description box below for you, and my discount codes if you want to check them out as well. So before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below. And if you want to see how I got this fox eye makeup, then keep on watching. Good morning. Hello, 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 hello. This ring light is far too bright for a Monday morning. It's actually hurting my eyes already. Let's get this hair out of the way. So today, guys, we're going to be doing a fox makeup tutorial. I've been seeing loads of people on Instagram do this at the moment. And I'm just really vibing with it. I think it's really snatched, love it. So I'm going to kind of do my take on it. This video is mainly going to be as well about creating shape on an eye. Is my dog coming? Hello? Hello? Do you want to stay in here? Alright, come on then. Are you settled? Is that better? Lovely. We can carry on with the tutorial now. Anyway, so as I was saying, these kind of makeup looks are all about creating shape, which is something that I have touched on briefly in a couple of videos. I've never actually demonstrated it on camera, but I think I've mentioned it on Instagram and stuff as well. So obviously, looking at me right now with nothing on, I don't have that cat eye look. I know this may be hard to believe, but I wasn't born with that supermodel, you know, that vibe. So we're going to create the shape. So I'm going to do a full face today because I know you guys like it when I do a full face tutorial. So I'm going to start off with my brows. I'm going to use the Morphe brow pencil in the shade Java. If you can hear huffing and puffing, my dog has decided to join us. So I'm going to start off with the Morphe brow pencil. I'm just going to fill in my brows. If you do want more of an in-depth brow tutorial, there is one on my channel, so I will link that in the description box for you. But all I'm going to do is just fill in my brows as normal. I feel like that brow escalated really quickly, but when we add all the skin and everything, they won't look as big as what they do now. But I have loads of tiny little hairs around here that the camera might not even pick up, so that's why this brow looks so much thicker than the other one. But yeah, guys, I've seen everyone doing this fox makeup trend, and I thought I'd definitely want to do my take on it. If it gives me any sort of chance of looking snatched at the moment, I'll take it. I've been feeling a little bit unproductive the last couple of days, just feeling a bit so I just want to chill out, do some makeup today. I've actually got 3 videos to film today, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm just filling those brows in, nothing major. I really like this brow pencil, by the way. I know it is sold out, or at least last time I checked about a week ago. But it's actually really, really, really good. I love it. So brows are on. I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Peelies Base in the shade number 4. You guys know this is my favourite product to prime my eyelids with. I use it in every single look. I literally cannot live without this. I've got 2 backups. That's how much I love this product. So I'm just taking that on a MAC 252. I think this is the 252S. Not sure, but it's definitely different to the original one because I have both, and this is definitely different, but I actually prefer this one to the original one. So all I'm going to do is start pressing that on. And I'm also going to use this to carve out my brow as well. Also, I just want to quickly mention something. Someone called me out on a comment last week and said, why does your little finger bend like that when you're applying makeup? And what it is one, I'm used to it, and actually a lot of other makeup artists do this, but if you hold a brush like this, you're not going to get all the flexibility that you need in your wrist because your fingers are clamped around the brush. Same if you're holding it, I don't know anyone who would hold it like that, I don't even know why I'm saying that. But if you're holding it like this is so difficult to like maneuver the brush on where you want it. Whereas if you're just holding it like this with a few fingers, you've got so much more flexibility and like bend in your wrist. Oh my god, has my ring light actually just turned off mid-tutorial? I'm actually gonna have a breakdown. Please work. Oh my god, it's come back on. Thank goodness. Don't go off again, please. What is going on today, guys? Honestly, who is trying to make me have a bad day today? In fact, the past 4 days. Who is trying to do this? So annoying. So anyway, what I was saying is you get more flexibility in your wrist, and you're able to move the brush around more than if it was like this. It's like less stiff. So it's not that I'm weird and I just bend my little finger out like that. It just gives me more stability when I am doing makeup. Guys, I literally cannot believe that my ring light just went off during the middle of a tutorial. This is probably a sign that I need a new ring light because I've literally had mine for like 6 years. For those of you that are wondering as well, because I get questions on it all the time, the ring light that I have is a newer one on Amazon. The brand is called Newer. So yeah, but I definitely need a new one because, to be fair, I have had this for a long time. The new ones are like LED ones, so can't even find my Beauty Bay Iconic brush, so I'm gonna go in with a MAC. Completely rubbed off. I don't even know what brush this is, but it's definitely a MAC one. So yeah, I'm just gonna press this in and just make sure that that's all seamless and that we've got a lovely blank canvas ready for some eyeshadow. Maybe now we can get on with the tutorial and there will be no other dogs coming in, there'll be no ring lights breaking. We're just gonna relax. So I'm going to be using the Be Perfect and Makeup with Jar Clientele palette. I think if you're a makeup artist, you definitely need this palette. It's so nice because it has all your neutrals in there, all your shimmers, but it also has colours in, but they're actually wearable colours. They're not like super bright neon colours that your clients wouldn't have. Like when I use these colours on clients, it does look really wearable. And I find myself using this so much on clients. So if you are a makeup artist, I definitely recommend this. I really like it. The shade that I'm going to use first is Too Much, this one here. And I'm going to use this brush, which is a Zoeva 227, I believe. So I'm going to take a little bit of Too Much, this little dark brown shade here. And I'm going to start packing that on the outer corner of my eye. And I'm not going to bring it through the crease as such. I just want to focus it on this outer section as if we were creating kind of like a wing with this. But this is just purely for the shadow of the wing we're going to do. Does that make sense? Probably not. So I'm just going to start creating that snatched shape, and I'm barely using any products actually because I don't want to add too much. I just want to kind of mark out where I'm going to go. So again, on this side, just tapping that right on this outer corner, very lightly, and just ever so slightly bringing it up and out. Now I want to kind of create the archness. I've never even said that word in my life. So we're going to go in with a ColourPop E2 brush, so just kind of like a blending brush like that. And I'm going to take a mix of Dirty Tan and Sandy. So Dirty Tan is actually one of my favourite colours in this palette and probably in general. So what I'm going to do is start blending between this dark brown. I'm going to bring it right up to the inner part of my brow, so just along this line here. And this is going to kind of create the shape that we've got a bigger eyelid than what we actually have. What I like to do is mainly focus the product here, right underneath your brow, because that's going to give you kind of like that. I always say this actually, even when I'm doing like normal makeup, it really slims the nose and it gives you kind of like that hollowed out section here from the shadow. So by just focusing that eyeshadow in this little region here, it really gives you that effect that you've got a bigger eyelid space than what you actually have. And it's really going to help to create definitely like that cat eye look. So I'm just going to blend this out And what we're going to do is we're going to start winging it. So bringing it up here. And it doesn't matter how far you come up here because we are going to do the base and everything. So don't worry about how far you're bringing it out because it's going to end up giving you a better blend by bringing it out, because obviously we're going to clean it up with powders and foundation and stuff like that. There's so many things going wrong in my tutorial today. My ring light has stopped working mid-tutorial. I don't need you growling at the window cleaner. I don't like the window cleaner and she don't like the postman. Breathe. So I'm just going to focus that product and keep building that up and really create that kind of hollowed out shape here and winging it out here. So I'm just going to keep going back and forth until I feel like that's all complete. Then I'm going to take this brush from the Beauty Bay Iconic Brush Set and I'm going to go in with this brown shade, which is Brownie. So this is kind of like a medium brown, and I'm just going to kind of apply this to deepen up what we've already done. So I'm just going to take that right on this outer part of my eye and wing it out again and just create kind of like a soft wing. And then I'm also going to take it right up into this region and just kind of like add some depth. So I'm just going to keep repeating that, and I'm using really light motions today. I'm not doing my usual like packing on. I'm just going to go in really lightly today. And then taking that ColourPop brush again and just blending it out and winging it out. Then going back in with my original brush, that Zoeva 227 and Too Much, which was the dark brown, I'm going to reinforce that back in. So now that I've kind of got the shape and we've lost that colour a little bit, I'm going to start bringing it back in. So I'm just going to scribble it literally in a diagonal line. So as you can see, I'm only taking it right on there like that. Just like that. And as you can see, that makes so much difference. That makes my eye look so much more catty than this eye. So I'm just going to start blending that up just to make sure that everything is nice and seamless. Obviously don't worry about the lid at the moment because we're going to come back to that. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side. What we're going to do now is kind of hollow out this section of the eye. So I'm going to go back in and take my brush that I used for my Peelies Base. Where is she? Where is it? This one, my MAC 252. And I'm not going to cut the crease, but I'm just going to kind of tap over where I want to cancel out. But I do want it to be quite structured. So I am going to kind of create a shape. We're not doing a cut crease. So we are going to soften it in a sec, but I just want to literally apply a little bit of Peelies Base just to kind of hollow out that area that I want. So as you can see, like my crease is down here, I'm hollowing out above it because I want to kind of give that effect that I've got a bigger lid than what I actually have, which is kind of the key to this look. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog snoring. She's chilling. She's just had a stressful moment with the window cleaners coming. She's having a minute. So I'm just going to take a Doll Beauty, what is this, DB13, and I'm just going to pat over that Peelies Base and just kind of soften all those edges a little bit and just make sure it's all nice and soft. Now using that same brush, I'm going to take this shade, which is Asher, which is a beautiful, gorgeous peach, like a skin tone peach, and I'm going to press this all over that Peelies Base, just a light layer because I don't want it to be too heavy, just like that. And we are going to blend all these edges, by the way, don't worry. Guys, what a disaster this tutorial has been. Let's hope that the rest of the tutorial we don't have any more complications. So just blending that over like that, nice and soft. Okay, it's kind of coming together now. It will look better when we've got the skin on and everything. So I'm going to go back in with that Zoeva brush and I'm just going to blend the edge of where this kind of like skin tone is meeting the wing and just make sure that's all nice and blending together and all in perfect harmony. Nice and soft. So we don't kind of want any, we want structure to this look, but we don't want any harsh edges or anything like that. So now we're at this stage, we're going to do the wing. Hate doing a wing. So for this, you're going to kind of need like a tiny brush, something like this. This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills number 3 brush. So it's kind of like a thick eyeliner brush. I actually have a MAC one somewhere as well. I think it's a a 211. The 210 is the eyeliner brush, but the 211 is like a little, kind of like this shape. So if you've got a little brush shaped like this, or even like an eyeliner brush, you can use that. And I'm going to go in with the shade Just Black, so this one here, and I'm going to start creating the shape of the wing. So we've kind of done this makeup so that it will go with what we are doing. Am I even making sense? I don't even know. So I'm going to start on my outer corner, and I'm just going to draw a little line like that, and then I'm going to start building it up. So I'm just using shadow for this. I'm not using any liquid liner. I hate liquid liners and gel liners and all that stuff. I much prefer to use a shadow for a wing because I feel like it's so much softer and so much more flattering, especially for someone like me who really doesn't suit a wing. Like, I have to do so much to make a wing look nice on me. So what I'm going to do is start building this up. I'm going to start small and make it bigger. So I'm just going to take it out, and the good thing is as well is that we've done eyes first, so we'll be able to clean up any mistakes after. So what I always find is as well is that my eyes, so my eye might look nice like this, but when I open them like this, we've got this. So it helps to connect right underneath here and make the wing a little bit thicker, so that when I open my eye you can actually see the shape and my eye doesn't like fold as much. So I'm going to keep building that up and just ever so slightly taking it out each time I go. And then I'm also going to keep that Beauty Bay brush at hand because I want to smudge out the black as I go, just to make sure that is blended and it's soft, it's looking nice. We don't want any like harshness. What am I even saying right now? So keep building that shadow up, keep going, trust the process, and really come away from your eye and look at your eye and evaluate where you need to add more shadow, where you need to blend a little bit more, what you need to do to achieve that shape on your eye. So this is what I meant about creating shape. I'm building up the darker shades on the outer part of my eye to give me that cat eye look that I don't have naturally. Does all this make sense? I don't even know if I'm making sense. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So we have kind of got some structure going on. I'm going to take that MAC brush that we had the Peelies Base on. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit more Peelies Base. And I'm going to clean up underneath my eye before we go in with any foundation. Because this is just going to make everything blend together easier. So this is where you create your wing shape. So I'm going to go back and forth super light. And this is going to give me the direction of the wing that I need. I'm just going to make it look so much more cleaner. I'm going to blend that edge a little bit because that's a bit too far up. So just keep going back and forth, like this bit needs cleaning up here. So next I'm going to move on to skin a little bit, and then we're going to come back and do the eyes and lashes and all that good stuff. So the foundation that I'm going to use today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. This is in the shade 310C. The brush that I'm using is a Peaches Makeup PC27. I always get questions... That looks a bit yellow today, doesn't it? I always get questions on this brush. It's amazing. All I'm going to do is pat this in, get a nice flawless finish. You guys have seen me do foundation on this channel so many times. Do you know what? I absolutely love this foundation. So nice. So this foundation is medium to full, I'd say. Probably, yeah, medium to full. And I don't actually think it's a dewy foundation. I know it's called like a luminous foundation, but I don't think it's dewy whatsoever. I think it's more of a semi-matte, which is the finish that I absolutely love. I love a semi-matte. I hate dewy and I hate matte on myself, so semi-matte is the one for me. And I also think semi-matte finish is the best kind of finish for your kit, because you can manipulate a semi-matte to be either more matte or more dewy depending on your skin prep. So it's actually a really good one to have in your kit, and semi-matte foundations are so long lasting, I feel like, as well. The concealer that I'm going to be using today is the Tarte Shape Tape. This is my new favourite. I'm obsessed. Absolutely love it. And I'm going to use a light medium sand. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that underneath my eyes, in the centre of my forehead, on my top lip, on my chin. And I'm also going to pop a tiny little bit here so I can kind of blend that into the smoke or whatever it is that we're doing. So brush that I'm using is Peaches Makeup PC18. Loving this for concealer at the moment. So all I'm going to do is start pressing that in, and I absolutely love this concealer, guys. So full coverage. So now that all that concealer is blended in, I'm going to go in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Mahogany. This is my favourite for cream contour, cream bronze, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to apply it in all the areas that I like to, like I say, cream contour, cream bronze, snatch my base, get myself looking a bit more shapely because I feel a bit flat at the minute. And again, just going to pop a little bit there. It's going to add to the snatch. Not something I do every day, not something I would really do unless I was doing this look. I'm just going to connect my nose contour to that shadow up in the top there. But the brush that I'm going to use to blend this out is a Peaches Makeup PC21. You guys know this is my favourite brush for cream contour. It's absolutely amazing. So all I do is literally just tap that up and down because I don't want to be moving the product around too much, otherwise it's just going to go everywhere. And so all I'm doing is just tapping this in, making sure it's all nice and seamless. So now we're all blended out, I'm going to go in and set everything in place using my Huda Beauty powder in the shade Banana Bread. You guys know this is my favourite, and if you're new here, then this is my favourite setting powder. The brush that I'm using is a Peaches Makeup PC28. So all I'm going to do is apply this in all the areas where I put concealer. So not the cream contour as such, but the Tarte Shape Tape one. So I'm just going to pack this on right underneath the eye and give me like a really nice bright under eye. And then I'm taking it all the way out. So I'm taking it right into my hair because I don't want any kind of like shadow in this section here, only here. So not here, but here, if you can see that. Wow, this is actually giving me like a flawless finish. I've not worn this much makeup in days. So that's everything all set. What I'm going to do now is go back onto eyes and then we're going to come back onto skin. I always like to leave my foundation to settle a little bit before I go in with any bronzers or things like that, just so it doesn't drag. So I'm going to take the ColourPop liquid liner in the shade Grande, and what I'm going to do is create that inner corner tear duct thing. What is it? I don't even know what it is. What is it? Sorry guys, I don't know what to call it, but it's basically just like this tiny little triangle on the inner corner of your eye. So this is going to be so hard because I never do this. I'm going to take it right in there first. Oh, it's tickling. And then start dragging it down. And listen, when you're doing this, small steps. Less is more at the moment, just small tiny steps. Don't try and do it in one because that's when it ends up being a disaster, but just follow the line of your eye. So the top one, like this, just bring it down. And then I'm just going to grab that ColourPop brush that we used, and I'm just going to ever so slightly blend the edge of this wing just to make sure that everything is blending into the skin nice. So as we're going to put some mascara on now, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Mascara, and I'm only going to put it on my top lashes. I'm going to leave underneath of my eyes free of any product. I'm just going to coat my top lashes with this. So the lashes that I'm going to be using today are the Doll Beauty Esmeralda Lash Shock. I actually love these lashes. They're actually quite fluffy and they're not natural, but they are for me anyway. So all I'm going to do, guys, is pop off camera, pop my lashes on, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back and lashes are on. I'm loving how this looks so far. Let's move back onto skin. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark. Looks like these. I've never used this shade before. I'm used to using Give Me Sun, and I do actually have a dark tan at my friend's house. but I really like the tone of this. Also, this is going to be included in a little haul that I've got coming up, but let's pretend that I've not used it today. So I'm just going to use a Molly O'Brien Daz brush. I'm just going to bronze up my skin. You cannot deny that these are the best bronzers ever. I love Mineralized Skin Finish. So I'm just going to bronze up all the areas where I put that cream contour. So just going over all those areas. So that's me all bronzed up. I'm going to go in with some blush. The blush that I'm going to use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Peachy Love. I'm going to mainly focus on these two here, so the reddy and orangey shades. Just going to apply them straight on. This is a Peaches Makeup PC03, my fave blush brush. I don't think I'm going to do any highlighter today because my skin looks quite glowy with all that blush on and stuff. For brow gel, I'm going to use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Set. So I'm just going to run that straight through my brows like this. The lip combination that I'm going to use is the Morphe Lip Liner in Spiffy, the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Nude Kate, and then the Morphe Lip Gloss in Chill. So I'm just going to apply them straight on. Got a bit of lip balm on, so I need to rub that off. So I'm just going to line my lips first, just like that. And I'm going to go in with Charlotte Tilbury Nude Kate. Like this straight on. Gorgeous, like peachy nude this. And I'm going to go in with the Morphe Lip Gloss in Chill. This is my favourite at the moment as well. Look at that. Amazing. Just going to whack a couple of earrings in. Oh my god, I feel like I look mint, if I do say so myself. This is potentially my new favourite makeup look to do. When all this is over and we go out for the first time, I'm actually gonna wear this makeup. I actually feel snatched. Honestly, like, who am I with this makeup? Who gave me the permission? Okay, I need to stop bigging myself up. Let's take these clips out. Give my hair a little zhuzh. I didn't really straighten it this morning, so that's why it looks a bit wild. Right guys, so that is it. That is the final look. In reference to what I was saying earlier about creating shape, you can see how I've got a hair, there we go. You can see how my eye shape is kind of different to how it was in the beginning of the video. Like I say, I don't have that supermodel eye look, but I do now. Oh my gosh, I'm so feeling myself with this makeup. Right guys, that is the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!